Hi friends, in this video we will see about the symbols. Symbols are the new feature that has been added in the ES6. So what are these symbols? Symbols, what we can say is it is a new primitive data type that has been added in the ES6. Just like numbers, strings, booleans, these type of database are there, right, in the JavaScript. Same like that, only symbols is also one new data type that has been added in the ES6. So what are these symbols and why it is useful? Symbols, what we can say is it is something like unique identifier. It is an unique identifier. It represents the unique identifier in the code. So for example, if an object is there, you have list of properties. Okay, so for each object, if you want to have a unique identifier key, you can use that symbol, so that if any changes happens in the object, if any key is removed or anything, if you are using that key as a unique identifier for that object, so you will not be able to access that object, right? So this symbol, if you use it as a unique identifier, that symbol is cannot be removed, so that you can use that symbol as an unique identifier. For example, if you have an object, okay, you have an object, and in that object you have an id as a key, and you are making use of that id as the unique identifier. So now in the code, while going on, if the id is changed or if the id is removed or anything, so you cannot be able to access that object, so with that id. Why? Because the id key is not there. But if you have a symbol in the object, so you will be able to access that one using by that symbol. Why? Because that symbol cannot be deleted, and also that symbol, if you add that one in the object, in the for loop, you will be not able to access that symbol. Okay, so in the object you will be not able to remove that property or remove that key, that symbol, you will be not able to remove that key. And also by looping the object, you will not get that symbol in the looping also. So this is the very advantage of the symbols in the ES6. Let's see example. So in the ES6 code, so here I have opened JSBin. Now you can write let symbol is equal to, so we will represent by using symbol. Okay, so this is how we can write the symbol. We can create a new symbol. So remember that there is no new here in this while creating the symbol. Okay, now let's try to print the symbol. If I try to if I try to print the symbol, I am getting something like object as a symbol. Okay, so let's convert it into toString. If I convert that one into toString, I am getting as a just symbol. Okay, here we can also pass a unique you can also pass text also, string also, so that you can identify that symbol also. For example, I can write something like debug. For debugging purposes, you can pass some extra optional parameter, so that you can use that one. Now here, if I try to print this one again, now if I try to print this one, I am getting symbol of debug here. See, let's try to check the type of that symbol. What will be the type of that symbol? If I try to print type of that symbol, so what could be the output? If I try to check the output, I am getting it as symbol. Okay, this is one type of new data type. Now we will try to create another symbol. Let another symbol is equal to, another symbol is equal to, I am creating the symbol with same name. Okay, so now I will try to check whether this symbol and this variable is same or not. So now if I try to check symbol is equal to another symbol. Okay, so see here, remember I am using double equal to. Why? Because these two are of data type symbol only, so these both are equal. We need to check whether the value is not equal or not. If I check here, I am getting false. So that means if I create a symbol, so a unique identifier will be created, that will not be created again. Okay, so if I write the same symbol with debug, another unique identifier will be created, so it will not create the previous identifier. If I check it with the triple equality also, it will return with false only. Okay, data types became same, but the value both are having, the symbol having is different. Now where could be this, where this will be useful? So we will check here. We will have an object. Let's create an object. Okay, let's create an object, and I have a property with name Leela. Okay, so now in this object I want to add a unique identifier. Okay, if I want to add a unique identifier, so I am adding the symbol. So square bracket, remember what we, so in order to introduce in order to use the property as a variable, so dynamic variable, we will be using as the square bracket. So I am writing some number 22 here. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to print the object. Now I will try to print the object. Okay, if I try to print the object here, see, I am able to see only the name Leela. I am not able to see the symbol. So now what I can do is, if I want to get that symbol, I can directly use object of symbol. Okay, if I want to get that symbol, I can get directly object of symbol. But in this object, if you are trying to print the object, you are not able to see the symbol here, so it will not be visible in the object. But if you want to access that symbol where property, you can use directly object of symbol, the dynamic thing like this, so that you can be able to see the symbol. Okay, now see, what I will try to do is I will loop the object. So for example, if I loop over the object, let key in object. Okay, I am taking each key and I am placing that one. So I am trying to print the key here, and I am printing the object also, object of that particular key also. So here what I am trying to do, I am looping over each property in the object. So I am looping over each property in the object. I am trying to print that key and also that value. So let's see whether this symbol also will print or not. Why? Because that symbol is also there in that object, right? So in the for loop, if I try to loop over the for loop, this symbol also has to be printed accordingly, normally according to our coding. So now if we see here, I am able to see only name and Leela. So in the for loop, I am not able to access the symbol. This is the benefit of the symbol. So you will be not able to access the symbol with the for loop, so that you will be not able to change that symbol thing. So this one will be, we will be using it as the unique identifier for this object, so that with using this unique identifier, I can get over to this object and I can change anything I want. So this is the symbols. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comment below to this video. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.